Hi. One part of inspection is when the car goes wrong and the fault needs to be confirmed from the third party. Got this BMW 520 2016, first time registered, and it had some, what we got, a list of it. Steering wheel knocking on plus vibration and motion. Steering wheel does not come back from the right and car gets pulled to the left. Suspension dangerous on the highway and unpleasant on city roads. Braking, pulsating action just before full stop. Sudden brake press makes noise and knocking sense. And probably knocking feeling. The gearbox selecting reverse makes car shake and wiggle each morning. Gearbox has very noticeable selecting second gear and acting strange when in full stop. So basically, and start and stop system when engine is warm, when start stop system is active and engine comes to the stop, and then restarts, it's got abnormal knocking. So all of those faults are really weird, you know, and it's been in the garage. They confirmed, I believe, something, and it's been 8 days in a repair place, and they also haven't done pretty much anything. So, but what I found is, obviously, on a diagnostic scan, after the road test, we don't have anything. Coming back, so there were, let me just go back on them. So I took it like for 40-minute road test. Let me go back in the history. I'm wrong. I'm gonna file manager, data manager. We'll show you. So this is one of the inspections where we have to simulate the customer problems. So we have a few faults, which is really signal kilometer reading, invalid transmitter combi. Right, all of them some sort of minor issues, and they didn't come back after the road test. But that was initial. That's where you see how the initial diagnostic scan looks. It's been saved, and then inspector can compare it with the after the road test. Or if some issues come back later, it can be provided if need to. So what I can confirm in regards to these faults is all of the steering issues, and the steering pulling to the right, so it needs a tracking. You can feel it on a motorway when you drive, and also when you look on the suspension and Pleasant City roads, luxury pack, braking, and a gearbox and start and stop system, all those knocking noises, the vibrations, I believe, is down to the engine mounts and the gearbox mounts. I will go underneath and I will check, see how, because I know the engine mounts are quite worn, and start and stop system with abnormal knocking. That's same to the engine mounts. Obviously, in this situation, the way I would advise how a vehicle have to be repaired is, first of all, would need to go on a BMW to see if there's all the systems are up to date. You know, transmission software updates, engine software updates. Same with the ABS software updates. If that is update or it's been updated, or it needs updating, you know, so I don't know when this week will be in the main dealer for any software updates. As you know, the new cars has software updates. pretty much every year. And if that is everything is up to date, and then I'll be starting changing all the front mounts. Let me show you how the engine moves at the front, you know, when it warms up, you know. You see, everything is moving, you know. So obviously there will be some issues, right? Drivability, some vibration, but it's not like sellers sold it intentionally. I think it's just something where, because they just prep the vehicle, they don't road test the vehicle for prolonged time, and when you got a picky customer, certain things he would not like in drivability, and that what happens, you know. Take care. If you like the video, like what we do, click subscribe on the YouTube channel, share it to the friends. If you need help, you think the guy which tells you some bullshit stories, you know, reach us out. On this 5 Series, let me just go underneath the vehicle. As in the previous shoot, I confirmed the problems. Right, so regards to steering vibration when selecting gears between reverse and drive, and shuddering, guys pulling to the right, and also steering is not straight, and what was it? It was the start and stop system. When restarts went hot, abnormal noise. All of those things. As I went on the front of the vehicle, what I found is the rear gearbox push as well is really worn, and has a play. So what I want to check what's going on with the diff. That seems to be fine to me. Those bushes are fine here. You see, let's try to. See, it's not pulling. So, and the rear gearbox mount, that would eliminate that knocking noise, and should eliminate gear selection between drive and reverse, where there's slight sort of vibration felt because the engine moves in the mount. And regards to the steering issues, it needs a tracking, reset the tracking, and then the steering will return back from the right to the straight position. And regards to the brakes, there is sort of knocking noise. I will confirm that when I will go underneath the vehicle. There could be wear and tear on the bushes, or would simply need for the better smoothness, would need new disc and pads, you know, to eliminate that issue. That's my verdict on this vehicle, which has some kind of temperamental issues, nothing major. For some people, those are more annoying concerns, you know. Some people would not even sort of pay attention to it, but I mean, that's how silly faults can be, you know, and that's what we do. CarExamer.com. If you need help, reach us out. We can advise you what to do.